Greetings. Good morning. I'm the Moon Mama. Happy Wednesday. How are y'all feeling today? There's so much going on with this eclipse window, and Mercury's in retrograde, and Saturn's in retrograde, and Pluto's in retrograde. Pluto's retrograding in the energy of America's Pluto return. So we're going to be watching our country go through a lot of deep, deep changes in the next couple of years, in ways that are going to affect us all personally and collectively. But Mercury is the energy that governs today, and Mercury is at the 24th degree of Gemini. And Mercury is how we think. It governs our perception, our thinking, our communication. It governs our speaking. It's the power of speaking things into existence. It's at the 21st degree of Gemini. Gemini governs our siblings. Gemini is curiosity. Gemini is like lighthearted communication and friends. Gemini is socializing. And so Mercury retrograde there, depending on what house it is happening for you, if you like to figure that out for you to know what you want to be really rewiring right now, you can book a Mercury retrograde reading with me, and I would happily do that for you. You can also book a new moon and Gemini reading, and I can do that for you as well there, because we are also in the new moon energy, which will happen tomorrow. But this eclipse, Mercury retrograde, is actually giving us a profound opportunity to tell a new story about our lives, about ourselves, right? And you can tell a new story about everything. Tell a new story about your money. Tell a new story about love. Tell a new story about your body. Tell a new story about your parents. Tell a new story about your community. It's important to know that, the thing about Mercury is that it's the trickster. So when Mercury's involved, you can tell yourself anything and believe it, right? So I can tell, like you guys have heard me say, my mother was a prostitute, my father was a pimp, but you can reprogram your mind through Mercury, and I can tell myself my mother was, a queen, and I can program my psyche to believe that, and then that will change my own internal physiological responses to how I was parented if I reprogram myself. And this is what this Mercury retrograde is about. It's about reprogramming your story, reprogramming yourself. So today, while Mercury's at 21 degrees of Gemini, that's harmony, right? So it's like, how can you harmonize the frequencies of the stories that you've been telling yourself? How can you let them go? How can you reinvent them? How can you shift the energy? Harmony is when things work together for good, right? So it's really just knowing that any story you've been telling is for your good. Any story that you're going to tell is for your good, but it's recognizing that you are internally running a story, a tape, a condition. That is how this human brain works. The moon today is in Gemini as well, because we're coming into the new moon. And the moon was at the 9th degree when I looked at it. And the 9th degree is randomness. And randomness in this Gemini energy is really appropriate, because Gemini is random. Like you think about Geminis, they be random as fuck. It's like, what are they on, right? And so today, while the moon is in the dark of the moon and we're in the Mercury energy, literally, I will use this day doing the best that I can to just relax, to just nurture myself. I have been doing things like I've been using herbal tinctures to really work to heal my body. Like I'm telling a new story around my sexuality, and I'm using this herb Diamani, and it really helps heal the sexual energy and the sexual, like that second chakra, so that, because our sexual energy is really our creative power. So the stories we tell around our sexuality impact how we create in the world. So if you feel bad because you've had this many lovers or not enough, whatever it is, that is impacting your creative power in the world. One of the other herbs that I've been really working with is yarrow. Yarrow helps transmute fear. So if you're in fear, if you're telling fear stories, you can work with something to help you release the fear. Yarrow helps the fear be released and transmuted into psychic energy and psychic power. So this is how we want to really shift these energies so our power can then activate through our melanin, through our breath, through our heart, through our minds, and be and bring what it is that we desire in this Gemini energy. I've also been working with hops. Hops is healing, right? It's healing the body. And so I've been working with that to heal old, calcified, stuck energy in my body and release so that I can have full access to my system so that I can create what it is that I desire. So I encourage you to sign up for the Mercury Retrograde Reset, Mercury Retrograde class, or a Mercury Retrograde reading, or a new moon reading in Gemini. But I mostly encourage you to check your stories, see what it is you're telling yourself, and if it is true or if it is false, if it is valuable or if it is not, if it is taking you where you want to go or taking you away from where you want to go. And with this energy coming into this new moon, this is a significant reboot. I have let go of so many timelines. I have really done the work to let go of things that don't serve me, so that as we come out of this Mercury retrograde on the other side of June 22nd, I will be free, clear to create whatever it is that I am up to in my life at this time. So with that, I'm the Moon Mama. Have a beautiful day. Peace and blessings.